So we have implement insert, update operation and also return operator to show this content from the database, right? Now I'm going to create this delete option. For that, when I click delete on that time, we need to delete that particular ID row, right? Okay, so we'll move into our Eclipse IDE. Here I am going to move into my dashboard, and here we have delete, right? So request name is delete. We'll create a controller method for this delete request. In my controller, I am going to add the case for the delete. So whenever delete request, in that time I am going to call delete traveler method. And also we'll break this case because no need to call other loops. So we'll implement this one. Right, now we have this method, right? I am going to write, we'll stop this server. When we call delete action, on that time we are sending that particular ID, right? So we'll catch this one, integer ID is equal to integer dot parseInt. It will be request dot get parameter with the name ID. So we are sending this with the name ID, right? You can see delete name is ID. Okay, so now we got this one. Then we can write a query to delete. In my data access object, dot delete traveler by ID. So by using this ID, we need to delete this particular traveler. After that, response dot send redirect to dashboard. After deleting, we can send our request to the dashboard. We'll implement this method to delete our user. Okay, so first we need to get a connection. Connection con is equal to db connection, right? Now I'm going to add try catch block. Exception e dot print stack trace. Right, so now we will write a query to delete this user, right? So query will be string delete from traveler table where ID is equal to this ID. We'll write prepared statement ps, which is equal to connection dot execute this query. So ps dot set integer will be equal to ID. After that we can run this query. For that I am going to call ps dot execute query. Right, so we have successfully executed this query. We can output this prepared statement also, system.out.println prepared statement. That means delete query. Okay, let's see whether this one is working or not. I'm going to move back into the web browser. Let's refresh. Okay, we need to move back into the home page, right? Right, I have stopped my server. We need to run this server again. We'll throw this exception and run our server again. Okay, so there's no issues. Let's see what is the output, right, when I delete. We'll move back into the home page and log in again, because we need to SD12345 as the login. Okay, so now I'm going to delete this last line or the fourth element zone. I have clicked delete zone, but nothing is happening, right? So let's see. Dashboard method called successfully connected to DB. So we got error, right? Let's see. I'm going to check this one. Statement execute query cannot issue statement that do not produce result set. So we need to call execute update, right? Because there is no result when you call update method. No result is returning. So execute update, right? Now it will be fine. Let's refresh and delete. I can see we can delete, right? I'm going to delete this jack. So if I click here to delete that second row. So we have successfully implemented this update, delete, return and insert operators. So in the next video we are going to discuss how we are going to manage this session. For example, now I am inside my home page, right? I can bypass this login. So if I type, for example, dashboard.jsp, I can navigate into this particular website, right, without login. So we need to prevent this thing. For this we are using session to manage this particular. Only the admin can access this page, right? So for that we are using session. Okay, so for the delete method we have created this do method to delete user from the database, travel from the database. Then out in the controller I have added this case for this action. Then now it will call this method. After that, on successful login, successful deletion, it will redirect into the dashboard page. So we will meet with the new video, that means session management in this same website, right?